Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. This is a video series I do called Transfer Tuesday, where every week I come on and share what kind of financial moves we are making to get us closer to our ultimate goal of financial freedom. So I actually did skip last week. I was out of town for a conference for 3 days, and then it was just crazy when I got home, so I didn't record a video. But I did do a transfer, so we're going to talk about that today. So last week when I was at my conference, it was in Las Vegas, and wow, it wasn't my first time there, but just the prices of things are just outrageous. So my conference was fully paid for, so I didn't actually spend that much money of my own money, but just seeing the prices, $5 for a candy bar at the airport, or my $12 chicken sandwich at the airport, or my $30 omelet, it was just mind-blowing. But anyways, so last week, even though I didn't make a video, I did make a transfer. So just an easy one. So I made a transfer into our travel sinking fund. So I've talked about wanting to prioritize travel, and if I make it an effort to intentionally put that money aside, then we will be more likely to actually take those vacations and do those fun things. I do tend to be cheap, frugal, whatever you want to call it. So sometimes I do have trouble spending money. And we're actually starting to watch together, my husband and I, the Netflix series that Rami Sethi, I hope I'm not botching his name too bad, put out something about being rich. I'll Make You Rich, I think it's called. But it's been very educational, and I'm actually enjoying watching it with my husband so that we can kind of have those conversations about how we feel about money and what we want to do with our money and what does a rich life mean to us. And it doesn't necessarily mean rich as in like you have a lot of money, just what things bring you joy and that you enjoy spending your money on. And that can be different for everybody. So we're just a couple, actually maybe only one episode in. Anyways, so I put $500 towards that travel sinking fund last week. And then this week, jumping back on the Roth IRA bandwagon, I did a transfer of $500 to that as well. And that was a big, exciting transfer because we have officially crossed the 50% of the way mark. So we're up to $3,500 contributed into that account now. So only $3,000 more to go until we max out that account with the full $6,500. So that is really exciting. Again, I'm a visual person, so using my tracker to be able to see the progress that we are making, and I think that's probably why I did a bigger one this week. I probably didn't need to. But the other thing coming into play, and I think I talked about it in maybe my last video, is my employer is moving to weekly pay. And so I was paid actually last week was my payday, but I think it's starting this Friday. I will be paid again, and it'll be only, for 1 week's worth. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this plays out. And I think, just up front, I think it's going to be better for me because then you only have 1 week worth of bills and things to deal with at a time, and then you can better allocate that money. So I've talked about before where our mortgage payment actually comes out of our savings account. That's where my husband's checks get deposited directly into savings, and that pays for the mortgage. And then there's additional, and then my checks go into our checking account and pay all the bills. We don't have separate money. That's not the way we do it, but that's just the way we have our accounts set up and where the money pulls from for those. So I think it's going to, I'm hoping, help me to be able to see on a weekly basis, okay, this is how much left I have to play with, and making sure that the credit card's paid, and then, here I have this amount left, this is what I can use to invest. So we will see, since that's going to actually start on Friday, or well, technically Thursday is my payday, and usually it's actually there on Wednesday. So we'll see now over these next couple of weeks how that impacts our finances and our budgeting, and how we continue to adapt and move forward. So again, kind of a 2-week recap here. $500 to our travel fund and $500 to the Roth IRA. So that is going to do it for me. I will be back again next week with another update. I hope you have a great week.